there.
All right, here he is, folks. Kevin Jack, the senior from Danbury, Connecticut at 141. He's a wrestler that you feel like he's just been around here forever. You know what I mean?
That's what happens when you place at the national tournament as a true freshman. And he will be wrestling Jared Maines from Utah Valley.
So Maine's weighing in at 136.8. Jack weighing in at 140.4.
And you see Jack in on that leg. Hasn't been able to get a takedown yet, but it might not be long till that changes. There it is. I tell you, Kevin Jack is quickly working his way up the NC State record book. Started the season only 30 wins away from being the all-time wins leader in school history. It's already piled up 2 so far.
Two-time All-American in 15 and 17, 3-time NCAA qualifier. That means every year he's been here. 2-time ACC champion, winning it last year right here at Reynolds Coliseum. And why not? They named him the ACC Championship Most Outstanding Wrestler. Boy, he used to have some epic battles against North Carolina. That young man, I believe, is finally graduated as
Joey Ward.
Yeah, Joey.
Yep. Yeah, the ACC was real tough at 141. Then they had the kid from Virginia last year, George DiCamillo, who was the national finalist, finished second at the national tournament. So that was a strong weight class for the ACC last year, but Kevin Jack was dominant. He has never lost an ACC duel in his career at NC State.
Well, it's funny you talked about how well George did at the NCAAs. Jack beat him.
Yeah, every time they wrestled.
Yeah.
And I think one was by a major decision and the other one might have been...
Well, he beat him 10-4 in the finals.
Okay, there you go. Just missed a major.
Yeah.
I think he majored him in the regular season, though.
I think you're right. Last year he was 20-0 in bonus point matches. Perhaps a little bit of blood.
Contact.
No,
contact came out.
Thank you, Ryan.
Contacts are not fun to wrestle with. You get poked in the eye and that thing's coming out.
So the 2-time back-to-back ACC champion Jack up 4-1.
And Jack is I mean, he's great in every position, but he is so tough on top with those long arms. Puts a lot of pressure on guys that makes them carry his weight. There's a reason he's a 2-time All-American.
Former New England champion at 126, not once but twice. High school record 122 and 11.
Don't see a lot of successful college wrestlers come out of that area, but Jack's a good one. And he surprised everyone his true freshman year. Got pulled out of his red shirt real late in the year when the normal starter got mono. And I believe he took third or fourth at the ACCs and then 5th at Nationals. And one of his wins at Nationals was over Devin Carter, the 4-time ACC champ from Virginia Tech.
Jack gets so low. Even when you shoot at him, he's down lower than the wrestler's shooting at him.
Yeah, even though he's so tall. It's just great flexibility and awareness by him.
And Maine's struggling there just a little bit. 6-2 here. Through 1.
So Maine's defers choice to the third period. Jack takes bottom to start the second.
NC State losing at 125, giving up 3, but they got 5 right back. Impressive performance by Tariq Wilson.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good performance from him.
Shot from Jack. Gets both legs, hangs on to 1 now.
You're going to see him turn to one side and try to finish with a single, and there you go.
Kevin Jack, 2 more points, 9-2 on top.
I tell you, Jack's just a machine. 87-14 in his career here at NC State. Best winning percentage in school history. And there have been some good ones. We talked about Nick Gwizdowski in the last match. Darion Caldwell was an NCAA champ. Sylvester Turkey was a really strong heavyweight for the Wolfpack back in the day. Tab Thacker. Lots of good national champs have come through here, and Kevin Jack atop the record books in winning percentage. And working his way to the top in overall wins as well.
You know how tough, because you wrestled in and around this area, you know how tough it is nationally. He's ranked number 2 right now. Man, that is just going to be an all-out brawl for Jack to try to win a national championship.
Absolutely. And the guys that are 1 and 3 are 2 guys he's really familiar with. Ranked number 3 nationally is former teammate Bryce Meredith, who started his career here at NC State, is now at Wyoming. And number 1 is the defending 2-time champ, Dean Howe of Oklahoma State. Jack is actually one of only 3 active college wrestlers with a win over Howe in college.
Great stuff. Ryan Tice, delighted to be alongside him here on ACC Network Extras coverage of college wrestling. Reynolds Coliseum, the Wolfpack duels. Clean sweep of UNC Pembroke. Not the case against Utah Valley, but you do expect NC State to win. Jack looking to add on points. Nice work by Maines to escape. Maines from Spokane, Washington, 4-time state placer. He was 2nd in 11, 3rd in 8 and 9, and 4th in 2010. Also ran cross country in high school. Interesting dual sport.
You'll see that a lot because high school wrestlers want to get their weight under control before the season begins. So they run a lot of cross country.
His uncle wrestled at BYU, so it's in the family as he's face down against Jack with the score 11-3. Maines has got the high GPA, former student body president in high school honor society. Smart young man. Doesn't matter how smart you are, though, when you face Mr. Jack, he's that good.
Yeah, Kevin Jack's a guy that started off this year with a tech fall over Mike Longo of Oklahoma, a guy that's ranked 16th in the country, and Jack just treated him like a guy that's not ranked that high. I mean, it was a 16-1 tech fall. So he also beat Bryce Meredith, the guy we mentioned earlier, who's ranked number 3 in the country, at the NWCA All-Star Meet November 5th. And that was a great match that Jack pulled out there at the end, 8-7 victory.
All right, Ryan, it's 11-3, now 11-4. He's got the riding time point locked up. He's got 1:44 left. Didn't wrestle against UNC Pembroke. Is he thinking bonus points or?
Oh, he's always thinking bonus points. Absolutely.
All right.
I wouldn't consider Kevin Jack to be a pinner per se. He's only has 6 in his career, but he's got a lot of major decisions, a lot of technical falls. And I'm sure that's what he's gunning for here at the end of this one.
Okay, that's what we're talking about. It's 13-5. Got a little bit of work to do here. So maybe it's not on his mind as much as just working on his game a little bit.
Absolutely, and Maines isn't backing down. It's always good to see.
There's 2 more. It's 15-5.
But, I mean, Jack can just start piling up points in a hurry.
Okay, so he's got the leg in trouble of Maines.
He's trying to kick that boot in. Looks like he's got it. This could be trouble for Utah Valley.
Yeah. Saw Jack glance at the scoreboard, and Maine's also going to take a look. Sees that there's 35 seconds right now remaining here. 15-5 Jack. Riding time, 3:30.
You see Jack letting him up, trying to bait him into something, I think.
Jack's going to roll him. He's got the right blade down, and now Jack's going to act like he was done with it. 15 seconds remaining. He's got both hands on the head down into the mat. And Jack playing just a little bit here, up 15-5.
That's going to be some more backs.
Yeah, Maine's in trouble. Points are going to rack up right here. Jack Wouldn't have minded a pin. They'll wave him off. Points coming. 4. So,
Plus the riding
yeah,
time.
there you go. So, 15 points clear.
Nice match there from Kevin Jack. I mean, Maine's wasn't backing down. Kevin Jack did what Kevin Jack does. Now this one is Sam Malik Ian. At 157 for the Wolfpack. Did not weigh in at 149. That's his normal weight class, but looks like he's up at 57 today.
Okay, so that's relief, right? So Malik Ian, since we've been talking about him all day.
I saw him warming up, and then I just couldn't put 2 and 2 together sometimes.
All right, no worries. One thing you can put together is NC State's rolling along right here. So that means Hayden Hidley's day's over, right?
Yeah, 2 dominant performances from the redshirt freshman, ranked 20th in the country.
Okay, and Malik Ian, who twice now has had a 2-0 lead, it's 2-1.
At least according to these announcers.
Yeah, with apologies to D'Angelo. Well done. Sneaking in there and getting the pin. That's the way to do it. Malik Ian with a score of 2-1. One more note on Jake D'Angelo, by the way, since we got to him late. He's a redshirt senior from Burlington, was not on the roster last year after being with the team in 2015. So nice comeback story for him.
Absolutely. Though his father is a coach here in North Carolina. His brother wrestled here at NC State, an older brother who's now in the coaching business. But we're on to Sam Malik Ian now.
Yep.
And he is doing some work.
It's up 6-2. Trying to spin it around. Wrestler's in trouble. He's counting out the points. You know there's 4 coming. He's got plenty of time to get the pin.
Looks like Malik Ian will go with an optional start here, probably to let his opponent back up neutral and get ready for another takedown.
Malik Ian resting up a weight here at 157.
Yeah, he weighed in at 157. He's certified as a 49-pounder, but today weighed in at 57, so could be a sign of things to come. He's wrestled at both those weights throughout his career.
Ryan Tesh, you know as well as anybody, when you have the duels, it's an opportunity for coaching staffs to see multiple wrestlers in the same weight class and pay off these athletes for working so hard in practice, right?
Absolutely, and that's something that head coach Pat Papalizio does a nice job here of at NC State. I mean, the guys on the team that deserve to wrestle matches, even if they're not the starter, they get a couple of starts throughout the year. That's how he keeps his guys fresh. But I do want to say that was a heck of a gator roll there from Malik Ian to put his opponent on the back rolling through. Now has a 14-4 lead. He's up on his feet, and he's out quickly. That didn't take long.
Nope, 15-4. 42 seconds of riding time for those of you keeping track at home. 1:49 left here in the second. It's now 16-4.
Yeah, that last point, the opponent needs to work his way back to the center. Malik Ian was able to drive him out, get a stall call, and that was his opponent's second of the match, so it resulted in a point. It's a nice super duck that Malik Ian's been trying there, too. Hasn't finished on it yet, but he's got a cradle. That's trouble.
Malik Ian.
He's going to get on top, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, he got the extra air time. Not once, but twice. Same result. 2 pins. First D'Angelo, the real deal. Now Malik Ian, the real deal. All right, so that'll bring up 165, and that'll bring Brian Heyman back in there. He's going to wrestle all 3.
That's right. We are going to see a replay here of that cradle finish. See, he hooked that second leg. His opponent had no chance to squirm away. And that was that. So we roll on to 165. It looks like Garrett Klinger is
Klinger out there, yep, against Heyman. Heyman's already got 2 points, and he's got Klinger in big trouble right away. He's got the arm wrapped around the neck, trying to spin him over. He almost felt like a tap out there.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough for him. Well, he might have readjusted the right way. I was going to say it's going to be tough for him to get a pin there, but it's going to do the work for 4 near fall points. I don't think the ref's going to give him a new count. He is.
There it goes. Well, it looks like he was more counting. The movement actually looked like of Klinger. There you go, 2 more. It's 8-0 right away here, Ryan.
Hammond not wasting any time. We're a minute into the match, and he's got 8 points, plus a minute of riding time. There he goes, right back to the same one. He's just imposing his will right now.
Four more points, 12-0 here, 126 left in the first.
That's going to do it right there if he gets it. I think he's going to. There it is.
Yep. Squirms out of it, but he's going to give the 4, and there it is.
The ref isn't. There
16-0. They'll wave it off, and boy, Heyman from the opening whistle got those quick early, and an impressive performance.
Yeah, you won't see a tech fall happen quicker than that very often. So